Hello adventurers and welcome back to my channel. Today we were driving along in Colorado and I decided it was time to kind of call it a night. I did a whole bunch of errands earlier today and I'm ready to get started in this part of Colorado tomorrow. But for the time being I needed to find a good campsite and boy, oh boy, I think I have found one. We are just outside of Leadville, Colorado near Turquoise Lake and we have found some free camping. Now this campsite is on BLM lands, which means that we can stay for up to 14 days, absolutely free. And I did find this on freecampsites.net and then also checked it over on Campendium and found that good reviews on both of them. Whenever I pulled in, there's several different outlets that you can just stop off on the side of the road and then kind of pull into these little inlets kind of like this. And I found one that wasn't taken. It's about 5:30 in the afternoon, so I was kind of surprised. Now, keep in mind, BLM means no services, nothing. You have to bring everything with you, which is great because I am completely self-contained. Now, while staying here, however, there is a fire ring. I typically don't start a fire unless I have somebody with me just because I don't like to tend it, but nice to know that this is here. And then all of this space right here and all the way around, all the way over to this side is all mine. There are two pull-ins to this campsite. One is back here and one is right here, and that is the roadway right there. Now I could have pulled out a little bit deeper into the campsite, but most of those were taken. So it's pretty quiet out here despite the fact that there's tons of people camping around us. So I think this is going to be perfect and it gives me a nice outlet to stretch out a little bit. So since we made it to camp, let's go ahead and start getting things set up. I did do some grocery shopping earlier, so I need to put everything away. And this road was kind of bumpy, so some things did get tossed. Now, a lot of you have asked me how I secure things like my bed. That doesn't really move in the van. And I've noticed that my fridge also does not move in the van. It's the small things like my water and like a bag of groceries that tends to move around. So other than that, I haven't had any problems. In addition, my Jackery is only up to about 39%. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to catch a little bit of sun. And to be honest, I kind of expected that. I woke up pretty early this morning. I didn't put my solar panel out like I normally do. And I ran errands all day long. So I was going kind of then stopping, then going, then stopping. So 39% is not too bad considering I started out this morning at 20%. Okay, so we're having a little bit of a growing pain here with this little organizer. So you'll notice that I have tons of Velcro that I've put on the back of it in addition to the 3 big pieces. Now this is industrial Velcro, so it's supposed to support up to 20 pounds. And then this is a really grippy one, so it's supposed to support some weight too. However, this little organizer right here continues to have issues. So normally it is right over here in my van, and you guys like to know whenever I'm having some struggles with things, and I like to keep you in the loop. So right now, this thing right here, if I go down a super bumpy road, almost every single time comes off, even after adding the additional Velcro. So I'm not sure. Okay, I got it fully reinforced now and we shall see how it holds up. But I can say this, if this does not work out, it may be that I have to remove this or I may need to find a different way to secure it. I really, really like the storage, so I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that I can keep it. But if it keeps falling off every time I go down a bumpy road, which I go down a lot of, then that might not be the best solution. Oddly enough, this one spice container also has a little bit of an issue staying up. I'm not sure why. And if you'll notice, it got some moisture in there, so it is now solid. And maybe that's the problem. Maybe it's like a little heavy now. I'm not sure. But yeah, that's kind of the van updates for this stop. And we'll just put it right back there. See, it totally still sticks. But for some reason, this one right here does not like the bumps. Only this one. None of the others fall. Only this one. Okay, I moved on. I was charging this one. We got to 92. We're at 15 on that one, and we're at 42 on the Jackery now, so we're making progress. I think I'm going to plug the lights into this one. Okay, now it's starting to feel like home. I knew I was going to be kind of more remote for the next few days, so I wanted to go ahead and pick up some groceries before I left town. Now, mind you, I picked up some groceries a few days ago also, so this could be interesting, but we have the lights twinkling, most of the stuff is put away. I only have a couple things left to do in the cab up here, as you can see. So I think now is the time for us to figure out, one, what we're going to eat for dinner. Yeah, because I'm hungry. And two, where we're gonna put this food. I went to Trader Joe's, guys, and that place, it just pulls me in, and I don't have words for it. They have good food that I can't find anywhere else, so I bought a bunch of stuff. So there's only one logical thing to do. We're gonna take this bag over to the side where we have our food bin right there, and we're gonna see what we can put in there. Okay, if you've watched my videos before, you know what's gonna happen. When we pop this door open, solar panel, into the food bin we go. See, it's kind of full. It's kind of really full. Did I need all these groceries? No, probably not. I mean, I will eat them, but did I need them at this very moment? No. I knew I wasn't gonna be going near a Trader Joe's for another at least week or two, and so I would be just using regular grocery stores. And some of the things I got, you cannot get at the regular grocery stores, so that's why I got them. Let me show you. Like this garlic Indian style flatbread. I love this stuff. It is so, so good. And I can't find anything that is like this at a regular grocery store. Just the regular flatbread, and it's not near as good. And I love these so much. They are so delicious. All you have to do is heat them up and then dip that amazing naan in it. Oh my gosh, talk about delicious. And yes, I realize you can get cookie butter other places. However, none of them are this one. I have tried all of them, and none of them taste this delicious. And no, this is not a Trader Joe's ad. I just really love being able to actually go there. I used to go there a lot whenever I lived in the city, and when I moved into a more remote place, there wasn't one. And so now, whenever I find one, I'm like, ooh. Oh, and I cannot forget this one. I have never tried this, so if you have, maybe not, I don't know. I'm excited to try, but I definitely bought some pasta the other day. Somewhere in here, there is pasta. Yeah, I need to reorganize this thing maybe. Maybe that's what I need to do this evening. It all fits, so maybe that can actually be a tomorrow task. I don't know. Okay, it's getting to be that time of day where we just have a little sun kind of over here, but it's not so bad that I have to wear sunglasses. So I think now is the time where, because I have cell service, I'm actually going to go ahead and check all my emails, see if there's anything I need to work on, and start to get that dinner ready. Now, earlier I mentioned I don't have a problem with my refrigerator moving at all, and this is why. So whenever I actually get into my refrigerator, I have to tilt it just a little bit, and then I can open it. Otherwise, it will not move. I built the bed platform the perfect size so it fits this, so it doesn't rock or shake or come out into this main area. Let's figure out what we want to eat. This thing has been doing so well on this trip. I have really been pleased with it. Let's see. Oh, here it is, right over here. I think we're going to have the curry chicken salad, or, ooh, the chickpea marsala salad. That could be good too. I think we're gonna go with this one though. This is going to be dinner tonight. Yay! Also from, Trader Joe's. Now, I know what I've been doing around camp is a little different than my old just campground reviews, but a lot of you have asked me to include the normal things, like with the van. And so that's why I'm kind of putting them into the times whenever I'm in the van most, which is at camp. This is an amazing campsite and perfect for somebody like me who's self-contained and fully ready to just enjoy the outdoors. But that also means I have to do the regular things. So I hope that you're enjoying that aspect of just kind of glimpsing into my weird world and seeing how free campsites like this and some of the paid ones that I've showed you have actually become an extension of where I live while I'm traveling. And it's more so than just the space, the beauty, the cool things like the fire ring. It's more so about the lifestyle that it allows me to have while I'm traveling with my little unit here. So I hope you're enjoying that. Adventurers, you know how I told you camp was super close to Turquoise Lake? Well, here we are. and it is breathtaking. There are so many places that you can come over here and either fish or just get near the water, and it's so beautiful. Like, such a beautiful stop. I'm just confused as to how I didn't know about this place before, because wow, it's just so pretty out here. Okay, adventurers, I'm still on the same BLM land near Turquoise Lake, and I just got back to camp. I have had such a great day in the Leadville area, and I'm going to be sharing with you two different videos from the Leadville area that are both really cool historic places. But while I'm out here at the campground, I did want to go ahead and mention to you all that if you are coming out to this area, this particular BLM camp, if you're going toward Turquoise Lake, it's just the offshoot in the opposite direction. Super easy to find, but there are so many sites. Like today, whenever I woke up, I kind of drove around this area a little bit more, and that's how I found this site. I'm actually in my second site here, and it's a little bit different layout. Again, fire ring, trees. I have this beautiful view of the horizon, and it's really super exciting. But I noticed that this goes back, this road, for quite some way. There's probably over 100 sites out here. So definitely give this a consideration. It has been so nice out here, and at night it does get a little bit cold, I will say that, but super, super nice and perfect for me and Dimples. Kind of a couple things that you would want to know if you work from the road like I do. Up toward the front, you get about 3 bars on AT&T. A little bit further back where I am right now, you get about 2 bars. And as I continued to go down this road, my AT&T dropped off to like 1 bar. It still works, but it's a little slower. Now, if you are traveling with either one of those and you happen to have a Weeboost like I do, it bumps it right on up there real quick. So there is no losing of signal at this site. So I could literally stay here for 14 days and going back and forth between Leadville and some of the other really cool areas, spending time out at the lake, and then working. No problem. This is a great campsite.
Good morning, adventurers. This is what cozy time in my van looks like. I need to move around some of my stickers and things like that, but yeah. This morning I woke up, it's a little bit overcast, it's a little chilly, and I decided just to open the door and lay in bed for a little while because it feels so good. Last night it got down into the 30s, so it was pretty chilly, and yeah, now it's kind of hard just to like make myself get out of this warmth. I will say this, if you watched any of my videos where I talk about my blankets and my linens and things like that, this has been the best blanket for cold nights. It really has. It's just so cozy. I don't know. Yeah, so that's what I'm doing right now. I don't know when I'm gonna get up. It's like 9:30, so much later than I normally have been getting up. But yeah, this is nice. Just kind of a view out of my door. Yeah, this is the life right now. So yeah, van life can be just like home. And it's really nice when it is. Now, the nice thing about having my van set up the way it is it's literally built so I can have this cozy space, and I love that. Whenever I tent camped, that wasn't an option. You would basically get woke up by whatever sun was coming through, and it just wasn't the same. I can be so cozy in here, though. Okay, so a little update. Since I'm getting up, I decided to look at the Jackery, and Because it has been cooler here, the fridge has not been having to kick in really a lot. So it's been running at 10 watts or under the vast majority of the time that I have been here. So set power AJ40 is doing the thing for sure. Last night I actually went to bed and it was at 60%. I only lost 8% of my battery, and that is with my fridge plugged in, I had my phone, and then for a little bit I also had my laptop plugged in. So that is exceptional. I was for sure wanting to get it out a little bit more and test it before I really gave my final thoughts, and then also did an update with my Jackery and the Jackery panel, which I will be doing. But yeah, so I just kind of wanted to give that heads up. That is great. Like right now we're running at 6 watts with my cell phone plugged in. And if I take that off, it drops it down to 1 watt. So, oh my gosh. So right now, literally the AJ40 is running off of 1 watt. That is crazy. Now, with that said, it's time for me to get up, make my bed, even though I want to stay in it like all day long. It would be amazing. And I need to move around a little bit. I have to show you guys the campground, but I also want to show you where you can get free Wi-Fi here in Leadville if you're interested. And I think that that's how we're going to wrap up the video, is by going and doing that. And I think it's great because Leadville is absolutely set up for nomads like myself. They have the free Wi-Fi. There is a laundromat that actually has showers in town. There's a couple of nice places to get groceries and gas, all of the historic things that we've done. And yeah, so all in all, I have enjoyed this trip out to the BLM land out here next to Turquoise Lake. It has been amazing, but I'm gonna get around and then we'll discuss kind of a little bit more of this. Okay, coffee is on. Let's go ahead and start our daily routine. And I went ahead and I pulled out my bag. This has everything that I use every single day in it. So let's do our morning skincare. And I look really tired this morning, even though I slept so much longer. I don't understand. Now I like this table because it really helps me to spread out so that I can do this routine rather quickly. And I also am able to kind of assess what I need and don't need a little bit easier because it's all out. So that's kind of been nice. Of course, I brush my teeth in the morning, but I'll be doing that again after I drink my coffee. And I wanted to say that specifically for all of you who are interested in those Folgers packs. Really good coffee, super good, really impressed by them. However, I've noticed that they actually stain my teeth a lot more than my regular at-home coffee. So I'm not sure why, but you're going to want to brush your teeth twice for sure with these. Speaking of Folgers, it is ready to be made. Okay, here we go. This has been so nice though, because I can make my coffee and just kind of move around and not have to worry about it too much because it just brews like regular. So this is cool. Now this kettle actually has been one of the best investments that I made before this trip. I love this thing. I originally bought it so that if it's a rainy day, I could still have food, because whenever it's raining, I don't like to open up my doors all the way and let the rain in, just so that I can run my stove. And I can't run my stove outside when it's raining unless I have a cover. So I decided that with this, I could actually still make some kind of meal. So I can heat up water in this for like my mountain house meals, and it's perfect. Or I can make coffee like I just did.
And it's really, really nice because it's made of silicone. So even though it's really, really warm right now, I'm not burning my hand touching it. So that's really good. Not to mention the bottom side of it, I can set it down on my carpet. It never gets hot. It's really great. Even this little metal piece right here never gets so hot that it burns me. And even though it does plug into my Jackery and take up a lot of power for the few minutes that it's in use, it can boil water in about 4.5 minutes. So that's not so much use that it's going to kill my battery. So I really like that. And see, I'm just drying it off so that I can put it away for storage now. It's pretty easy. So as you can see, there's tons of camping out on the BLM right next to the Turquoise Lake area. In fact, this is the split right here. So Leadville is this way is their golf course. And then this little road over here actually goes to Turquoise Lake and goes by an RV area. There's several campgrounds up at Turquoise Lake also. Those are paid campgrounds, but if you take this little dirt road right here that juts off next to this, this is how you get to the BLM land. Now, I hope that's helpful in helping you to find this, but you can also find this particular campsite on freecampsites.net. I also found it on The Dirt. I also found it on Campendium, and I found it on iOverlander. So it is very well marked, and you can just kind of go out there and pick your adventure depending on how close to the road or how far away you want to be. Tons of camping. But right now, let's go find some free Wi-Fi so I can share that with you too. Okay, this is where we're going. It's only about 6 minutes away from the BLM land. Super close to camp. Okay, here we are at the Lake County Public Library, and they have free Wi-Fi. You can either go inside, or actually I was using it right over here the other day, so I wouldn't have to go in. So that's kind of a cool way to get some free Wi-Fi, and it's right next to this really nice park also. So you can come over here and check out the park. But the coolest thing about this is you'll notice, here's the park right over here. This road right here actually goes straight to downtown. So if you follow this road right here, it'll actually split off, and then on your right hand side will be the mining museum, and right in front of you will be downtown. See, that is super convenient, only 6 minutes from camp, and then you have access to downtown also without coming down the main way in the other direction, which is a little bit more busy. So if you come up this way, it's a little less busy, so it's easier to find a parking place, and it's also easier to access that Hall of Fame and museum, which I loved whenever I was here the other day. Now, another thing that I will tell you is if you continue to follow the road that goes directly beside it down, it takes you to the main strip where you can get to like Safeway and then the laundromat with those showers. So super easy to find everything. And I was really impressed actually, because I was expecting it to be a little bit more of a twisty, turny mountain community, kind of like Aspen is. Aspen is kind of hard to navigate around without GPS. I will say that, because everything's kind of tucked away. But here, everything is a little bit more open and easier to find. So I definitely recommend staying out at the Turquoise Lake BLM campground. I hope you've enjoyed coming along with me and seeing a few of my little tips and tricks for camping here, but also for just enjoying the campsite itself. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!